Because I rise to support the demands of the government, and when speaking, there's lots of members of the assembly have raised several cut motions and several issues pertaining to, so I'll just go one by one in brief. So if any member feels that I've left out any issue, then I'll take it up. As far as first thing is that I think that along with the cut motions, the members of the opposition should have also congratulated all the doctors for all the hard work that they have put in during COVID. What work they have done during COVID, it is easy to say that the number of lives that we have lost, but we did not lose this number of lives because the doctors did a bad job, but the doctors were fighting day in and day out. It was a learning experience for us. It was a learning experience for us. Overall, COVID was it was an unknown enemy that came across globally, and as a result of which, the work that has been done by Goa Medical College is phenomenal. I want to also mention to my colleague Viresh Borkar that this is not my first tenure as health minister. This is my third tenure as health minister. And I've also offered him that whenever he wants anything, just to mention to me, and I will take him around Goa Medical College because his constituency and Mr. Rudolph's constituency, they are the members of that particular area. So involve them in many things, and I also take you and show you exactly how we have been managing Goa Medical College. Speaker sir, managing Goa Medical College today is not something that is very easy. It's also very challenging, and it is also something that we all know, all of us have at some point of time taken help and taken treatment from that same hospital. Today it is the truth, Speaker sir, that when the cut motions have been raised and cut motions on various issues, that Goa Medical College, all of us agree on one particular point, that it is one of the finest institutions in the state, and some of the facilities that we offer there are much better than any other private hospital that we offer. I also, many of the members have also mentioned that what needs to be done to further strengthen Goa Medical College. But for that, we require that type of funding also. It is not easy. Even funds, whatever, 100% we are allotted and we consume. But we need to see that how to move forward in a very meticulous manner. That's why I have recently had a meeting with the Secretary Health, Dean Goa Medical College, and we have said that immediately when the session is over, that we will go and meet, Speaker sir, we will meet Dr. Paul from Niti Aayog and also take some ideas. What is the way forward? Now we are at this particular juncture and prepare a proper presentation. Is number of patients that we deal with, this is giving the whole demographics of the state, what is the type of disease that we generally come across, what is the lifestyle disease that are increasing. And this cannot be done unscientifically. This has to be done in a very scientific manner in what are the type of specialties that we need to increase. Speaker sir, I remember my former Chief Minister Shri Manohar Parrikar today, because he was the one who started the cardiac facility in Goa Medical College. And it is today that same cardiac facility has saved the lives of several people in the state of Goa, and even for people coming from outside the state of Goa, Speaker sir. Speaker sir, हांगा एकूच लक्षान आमी घेवंक जाय की आरोग्य क्षेत्रान राजकारण म्हणटा ते कशेंच येवचें ना. बाब बेंजीन म्हाका एकदां एक वराचेर फोन करून हांवें ताका रिस्पॉन्स तेन्ना एकाक दिला रातचो, आनी पेशंटाक त्या तरेचें ट्रिटमेंट, योग्य तरेचें ट्रिटमेंट दिवंक जाय. विजयाक खबर आहा, बाकीचे कोण उलयता आनी सांगतात की ट्रिटमेंट आमकां ह्या तरेची त्या तरेची ट्रिटमेंट दिवपाची गरज आहा. लास्टाक माझे आई वडील बी जेन्ना बरे नासले, आमी गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजानूच आमी ट्रिटमेंट घेतले. भिवन आमी काय प्रायवेट हॉस्पिटलान वचूंक ना, कांय लोक गेल्ले प्रायवेट हॉस्पिटलान. आमी थंयच्या थंयच गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजान ट्रिटमेंट दिवन आमी जे कितें ट्रिटमेंट दिवपाचो ट्रिटमेंट प्रोटोकॉल ह्यो सगळे फॉलो करून कोविडाचो काळ, स्पिकर सर, हेज्या खातीर मातशे कांय गोश्टी फाटी फुडें जाल्ले आसा. Full objective of the government at that point of time was on ensuring that we provide proper COVID care to the people of the state of Goa, as a result of which surgeries, and it's not only Goa, it is globally this was happening. I asked for specifically what are the three other things that we want to start in the super specialty hospital. One is the cardiac, which we are moving to the new super specialty hospital. We have also taken on board Dr. Sanat Bhatkar, who is a young doctor who's been trained by a top specialist in Bombay, Dr. Karapurkar, who has already joined. On our commitment that we will give him a higher salary, it is necessary. Specialists don't come for free. And it is important because coiling is very important, because strokes also, cases of strokes also are increasing. And having this person who does coiling, and just the other day we had a meeting with him, and also a couple of cases have been already done, but we need to strengthen this department. They require a separate cath lab in the neurosurgery and they require separate CT scan under that. So that's what we are taking forward, Speaker sir. Speaker sir, hospital घातलें आणि हांवें जुने गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज जर फक्त नावा खातीर म्हणून हांवें थंय शिफ्ट केलें तेजो काय अर्थ जावचो ना. आणि त्याच बरोबर डॉक्टर अमित म्हायदेवाक मुख्यमंत्रीन सँक्शन दिल्लें आसा कॅबिनेटान आणि डॉक्टर अमित म्हायदेवाक ऑन बोर्ड घेवन तेंचे कितें इक्विपमेंट आहा ते रिक्वायरमेंट आहा ह्यो सगळ्यो गोश्टी जाग्यार घालपाक मातसो वेळ लागता. आणि त्याच बरोबर आमकां कॅथ लॅब नवे घेवचे पडटा. कॅथ लॅब पयर हांवें डॉक्टराक आपूण हाडून सांगलां की तुमकां अल्टिमेटली द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑल्सो सेज इफ द एक्सपर्ट्स गिव अ पर्टिक्युलर व्यू whatever equipment you want they are supposed to justify and they are supposed to defend it and we are supposed to procure it. And that's how we need to move forward. And also robotic surgery center in the SSB basically for thoracic surgery. आणि हे सगळ्या गोष्टी आमकां हे 2-3 गोष्टी तरी आमकां ह्या हॉस्पिटलान आमकां करपाक जाय. स्पीकर सर, गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजाची एक वेगळ्या तरेचो प्रवास चाललो आसा. कोविडाच्या वेळार बी ते सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल आमकां खूब फायदो तेजो जालो. आणि स्पीकर सर, आमी एक लक्षात आमी घेवंक जाय की आमी सगळे जे MLA हांगा आसा आमी खंय ना खंय आमचो संपर्क गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज कडेन दिसान दीस येत आसता आणि आमचे डॉक्टर बी तांकां त्या तरेचे सहकार्य करता. कोणी उल्लेख केलो की आपूण रातचो गेल्लो पूण थंय PRO बी नाशिल्लो आणि आमी आतां 3 नोडल ऑफिसर डॉक्टर 3 नोडल ऑफिसर घालपाचो आमचो प्रयत्न. म्हणजे रावंड द क्लॉक तुमकां आमी नंबर शेअर करूं शकता. एकदां आमी डिसिजन घेतल्यार म्हणजे तुम्ही त्या डॉक्टरा कडेन तुम्ही संपर्क साधून म्हणजे तुमचो पेशंट योग्य तरेन तो फुडें पावूं शकता आणि ताका योग्य तरेचे अपडेट तुमकां गावतले. पण म्हाका एक सांगूंक अशें दिसता की आमचे ICU पासून सगळ्यो गोश्टी आमचे मेंटेनन्स जे आहा आमी चड भर मेंटेनन्साचेर घालतात. तशें हें ना की CCU आनी AC चलना बी तशें जावंच शकना. कारण पेशंट तूं जर गेला केन्नाय जर वयता ना एक मिनीट ना हांव उलयतां मागीर तूं सांग. ना केन्नाय
त्या टायमार हांवें हें करता बिकॉज हांवें तें सांगलां कित्याक कळपाक लागलो लोकांक
बरोबर
जाला म्हणून. आनी इट वॉज हें अशें न्हू की बाबा एकूच दिसा घाल्लें ते 3-4-5-6 दिसाक ते कंटिन्युअस चालू जालें
ना. ते स्पीकर सर कितें आहा हांव तो चुकीचें उलयतां म्हणून सांगना आनी हांव काय डिफेन्साचेर रावना. पूण कितें आहा तशी कशी गोश्ट जर घडली एक WhatsApp धाडून दी. तुजे बर्थडेचेर हांवें WhatsApp धाडलेलो रिप्लाय काय येवंक ना. बर्थडे काय कितें आशिल्लें पूण हांव म्हणटा हांवें तुका हॅपी बर्थडे म्हणून धाडलो म्हणजे तूं WhatsApp वाचूंक जाय मातशें. कित्याक नाजाल्यार आमचे सारके तुजे जर कामां आशिल्ल्यार आमी तरी तुजें कामां करूं शकता. म्हणजे आमकां मातसो रिप्लाय दी म्हणजे आमी तुजें काम कितें आसल्यार ताबडतोब हांव डिनाक विचारून तेजी चवकशी करूं शकता. मेन म्हणजे कितें आहा की स्पीकर सर हे जे सगळे जे आसता गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजाचे आतांच उल्लेख केला आमचे कडेन सगळ्या टॉप क्लास डायग्नोस्टिक्स फॅसिलिटीज आसा. आमचे कडेन सगळे तरेचे आमी डायग्नोस्टिक्स अपग्रेड करपाचें आमचें काम चालू आसा. वायरोलॉजी लॅब पासून तरेतरेचे गोश्टी जे आमचे कडेन नाशिल्ल्यो पयलीं तुमी 15-16 वर्सां पयलीं जर पळयल्यार गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज आनी आयजची टेस्टिंग फॅसिलिटी थंय पळयल्यार जमीन आसमानाचो फरक आहा. आनी हें सरकारान केल्लें आसा. आमच्या सरकारान केल्लें आसा. सरकारान रावन आमी कितें तरी कॉन्ट्रिब्यूट करूं शकले. डॉक्टराची टीम बरी आसा. डॉक्टर एकदम बरें काम करता आनी ह्याच तरेन आमकां फुडें वचूंक जाय. स्पीकर सर, there's lots to be spoken on several subjects, so I'll just take the highlights which are common points of all the members. FDA, somebody asked me to give me the number of tests that FDA is doing. FDA's record, I will give you whoever, I can't get who may ask me that question, but it is here somewhere. But FDA is on a regular basis carrying out raids and carrying out everything. But I'll tell you one thing, it is not for basically like somebody mentioned, Sri Digambar Kamath mentioned, to harass a common man, but then they have various other methods in sensitizing people in seeing their hygiene and all is maintained. South Goa office was a demand. That's why I said you don't need to wait for an inauguration. Just start it and let it start so that we have posted certain people there. We will reorganize it. So whatever needs to be done, whatever is done. Now our department has got awards for last 4 years continuously for whatever work they have done. FDA director is doing a good job. And the whole team there is doing a good job. As far as Madam Dilaila Lobo asked about the testing, testing is 24/7 at the borders. It is being done by QCI and whatever as per the norms centrally. Tumcha timer in Vijay's time we had started it and it's going on. And we are checking it. Random checking also, sampling is taken and it's done in the lab. We have got a state-of-art lab. It's being done there. This is a commitment given in the House. We have Chief Minister, myself, both are on record of giving this commitment. Actually, when we went to Kansaolim, we made the commitment that South Goa District Hospital will have its own cath lab. Dean is already working on the neurology and neuro setup there, so that any accidents you don't have to come here. In addition, whatever we can do, because that hospital has to be fully utilized. You cannot have just a shell and like a white elephant standing there and tell the people of South Goa that we have built a hospital and that's it. That cannot happen. We have to work. There are issues which we are addressing, we will address. And we will address it taking you with us, because we can't address any issue alone. We need to work together to see that we are able to address these issues. Speaker sir, forestaचो issue घेतल्यार आतांच विजयान सांगल्या प्रमाणे विजय बी फॉरेस्ट मिनिस्टर आशिल्लो. आतां हांव फॉरेस्ट मिनिस्टर जाला, पण एक म्हणजे सगळ्यांक खबर आसा की ह्यो सगळ्यो गोष्टी फॉरेस्टाच्यो इश्यूज ज्यो आहा ते फॉरेस्टाचे इश्यूज आतांच तेणी सांगला की मार्च पर्यंत प्रायवेट फॉरेस्टाचो इश्यू रिजॉल्व जातलो काय ना म्हाका खबर ना, पण आमी ते कंप्लीट करपाचो सर्वे कंप्लीट करपाचो आमचो प्रयत्न आसतलो. एनजीटीन मॅटर आहा, सबज्युडीस आहा, वयल्यान डायरेक्शनां वेगळी येता, पण त्याच बरोबर स्पीकर सर, वॉट आय हॅव जस्ट मेन्शन्ड इज दॅट परत वागाचेर हांव उलयना. वागाचेर उलयल्यार परत ते कोण तरी मिम्स मागीर तयार करता. ते वाग खंयच्यान आयलो, ते वाग आपल्या कॉरिडोराचेर येता आनी वयता तो. पण तो वाग हांवें काल संतोष कुमाराक विचारलें, तो वाग आतां तुवें सांगला 25 फावट वाग पळयलो. तो म्हणटा कदाचित तो तोच वाग आसूं शकता. म्हणून हांव तुका पयलींच सांगूंक सोदतां की तो वाग जो आहा, तो वाग आतां दुसरो वाग आहा काय तिसरो वाग आहा तें हांव सांगूंक शकना, पूण ते आपल्या कॉरिडोरांतल्यान स्पीकर सर कर्नाटकाच्यान आनी खंयच्यान ते भोंवत आसता. वागाचो टेरिटरी भरपूर व्हडली आसता. आमचो प्रयत्न कितें आसूंक जाय, पयर बी आमी मिटींग घेतली की आमकां कॉरिडोर हे कॅप्चर करपाक एक ते वागाचो जो कॉरिडोर आहा ते आमी कॅमेरा ट्रॅप्स लावन CSR कडल्यान घेवन आमी एक योग्य तरेन आमकां ते कॅप्चर करून आमकां कळपाक जाय. आनी स्पीकर सर कशें आसता, आमच्या सायडीक बी आमी वी हॅव टेकन इट अपॉन आवरसेल्व्स, वी हॅव गॉट सम फायन ऑफिसर्स इन द फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट, is to see that we create that type of ecosystem. If you want that tiger to stay in that particular area, then that type of ecosystem has to be created. Grazing lands have to be there, cheetal have to be there, whatever has to be done. Like other sanctuaries, we have taken 2 people, Speaker sir, we are onboarding them. One Mr. Luthra, जो पयली high ranking official आशिल्लो कर्नाटका गव्हर्मेंटाचो, आनी त्याच बरोबर एक मिस्टर रमन म्हणून आशिल्ले, ते बांदवगड आनी ते मध्य प्रदेश केडरचे आशिल्ले, ते रिटायर जाले. ते आमकां ते मदत करूं शकता की कशें फुडें वचूंक जाय. कसलेय गोष्टीक फुडें वचूंक जाय जाल्यार आमकां प्रोफेशनली फुडें गेल्या शिवाय आमी कितेंय हांगा भाशणां मारली काय तेका कांय अर्थ ना. तुमकां पयर आमी उलयताले, चर्चा करताले की फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट आनी लोकांचें कोएक्झिस्टन्स जावंक जाय. कम्युनिटीक ते एक्टान आहा की दे शूड बी बेनिफीट गिवन टू द कम्युनिटी. सो त्याच बरोबर आनी एक आयडिया आमी काडल्या. आतां महावीर वायल्ड लायफ सँच्युरीन आमी ते टेंट्स बी नवे घालता. पावस जातकूच थंय नवे पैकी आमी टेंट्स घालून नवे पैकी आमी अरेंजमेंट थंय करून, म्हणजे लोक थंय आकर्शीत वचून ते वचपाक तरी ते जाय. तांकां हे दिसूंक जाय जंगल ट्रेल्स आसूं काय इको ट्रेल्स ते भितर फॉरेस्ट कोरान ते. आनी दुसरी गोष्ट एक जाल्या विच आय डोंट नो, इट इज एक्झिस्टींग, आय एम टोल्ड फॉर अ व्हेरी लाँग टायम, is that somebody in the High Court, after the High Court has stopped Forest Department from making forest working roads from within the wildlife parks. So you tell me now I have just become Forest Minister. I think it is before CM also was a Forest Minister. These issues, I have told them that they should appeal in the Supreme Court so that you have forest working roads. Otherwise, how will you access the forest? How will you actually exploit that particular area for a good cause? आनी हेच्या खातीर हे सगळे गोष्टी करपाक म्हणून आमी ते मिस्टर लुथरा म्हणून घेतले. ताका फॉरेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट प्लॅनाचेर बी आमी ताका फॉरेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट प्लॅन जो आमचो तयार जाता त्या फॉरेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट प्लॅनार ताका आमकां योग्य तरेचे आमकां गायडन्स तेणी दिवचे. सो दॅट बिकॉज वॉट हॅपन्स इज दॅट इवन इफ यू हॅव टू कट ट्रीज, then you cannot cut trees if it is not mentioned in the forest management plan. Speaker sir, Bondla Zoo we are working on it. We have to work and see that if we are able to do it. I have spoken to Shri Bhupendra Yadavji, who is the Union Minister for Forest. I have spoken to him recently also. He has called me. I have spoken to DG Forest also, who was supposed to come to Goa. What we need to do is to work in a very professional manner in seeing that how people of Goa should feel like going to the forest. People of Goa should feel like exploiting, or go and have some camps there. Camping sites should be made available there. ह्यो सगळ्या गोष्टी आमी करपाक म्हणून फुडें सरल्या. So I have made it very clear to DG Forest also, and also to Shri Bhupendra Yadavji. He told me come with your team to Delhi, and I will sit with you and whatever needs to be done, because Haryana kind of a place is going for an international level safari, but that is on a very big scale. Here one park, like leader Mr. Michael Lobo mentioned, that I also cannot see. I have told them, hold on, don't get the tigers so fast. 2 tigers we have already in exchange we are getting. ते वाघाक तुम्ही पिंजऱ्यान घालून दवरले ते कितें पळोवपाक ते मरतले एक दीस. ते काय उपयोग ना ते हाडून. आनी म्हणूनच आमी जे जंगलान जे वयता, हांव बी जंगलान वयता, ते CM सोदता केन्ना केन्ना खंय गेला काय म्हणून हांव जंगलान आसता. ते कितें आहा ते जंगलान रावल्यार मागीर ते आमचे वायल्ड लायफ आमचे पॅशन. म्हणून कितें आहा की ओवरऑल आमकां जर कितें बरें करूंक जाय, मुख्यमंत्रीक आमी ऑलरेडी विनंती केल्या की ह्यो सगळ्यो गोश्टी आमकां एक वेगळे तरेन फुडें व्हरपाक जाय जाल्यार प्रोफेशन आमकां खंय तरी कोणी तरी गायड करपाक जाय. हांव मंत्री जालो म्हणून म्हाका कितें कशें फुडें ग्रेजिंग लँड्स कशें करपाचें कशें म्हणून इट्स नॉट प्रॅक्टिकली पॉसिबल. सो वी हॅव टेकन दीज 2 people ऑन बोर्ड. Rajiv ji, who is our PCCF, Santosh Kumar is there, other young officers are there. We are taking them, and we will sit with the team in Delhi and we'll see how to move forward on these plans. Speaker sir, त्याचबरोबर मुख्यमंत्रीकडे चर्चा आताच तुमच्या प्रेझेन्सान आम्ही जेन्ना केली की हे जे ओवरऑल इश्यूज जे आहा, तरेतरेचे लोक असतात, तरेतरेचे लोक लोकांक घडकोवपाचो प्रयत्न करतात. आयज ड्राफ्ट नोटिफिकेशन आयलें म्हणून निलेश कडेन बसून CM आमी सगळे आनी आमी वचून ते एक स्ट्रॉंग एक रेप्रेझेंटेशन थंय करपाची गरज आहा की आमचे आतां म्हाजे मतदारसंघ, म्हाजे पूर्ण मतदारसंघ इको सेन्सिटीव जाला. इको सेन्सिटीव जाल्यार ते आमी दोगूय बसून आमी चर्चा करूं शकता. बाबा 20,000 स्क्वेअर मिटराचे तुमी व्हडले टावनशीप तेजे वयर बांदूंक शकना, पूण तेजे भितर बांदूंक शकता. हे हांव गांवच्या लोकांक समजूत घालूंक शकना. पूण आमी जेन्ना जो पर्यंत सरकार आहा, आमी लोकां खातीर सरकार आहा. आमी सगळे गोश्टी काय मान्य करूं शकना. खंय ना खंय आयज पयली फावट पब्लीक ऑब्जेक्शना खातीर ओपन केल्लें आसा. पब्लिकान ऑब्जेक्शन करपाची गरज आहा आनी पब्लिकाक आमी सांगतले बाबा ऑब्जेक्शन करा. डिपार्टमेंट कडेन केल्यार मुख्यमंत्री आमी सगळे वचून आमचो व्यू कितें आहा, स्टेट गव्हर्मेंटाचो व्यू कितें आहा की बाबा ह्या इको सेन्सिटीव 99 विलेजीस, गोवा हे इतले ल्हान. फाल्यां तुमी म्हाका सांगल्यार म्हाका बडयतले लोक हांगा असेंब्लींतल्यान भायर सरतकूच. हो विशय घेवचोच पडटा. मुख्यमंत्रीक आमी पयलीं चर्चा केल्या की मुख्यमंत्रीच्या लिडरशिपा सकयल आमी वचून दिल्ली आमचो तुमी तुमचो मतदारसंघ बाब सुभाष फळदेचे जे गांव आहा, ह्यो सगळे गांव जे आहा हे मागीर लोक भडकता. मागीर लोकांक आनी कांय दिसना फुडें. लोक म्हणटा पयलींच म्हादय वायल्ड लायफ सँच्युरीचे कांय आउटकम येवंक ना, म्हादय वायल्ड लायफ सँच्युरी कांय फायनल नोटिफिकेशन जावंक ना. आनी त्याच बरोबर हे हांव आयज पयली फावट म्हाका दिसता एसेंब्लीन खूब 22 वर्सां नंतर हांव सांगता की ड्राफ्टाचेरूच आहा. ते आमकां तेचे विचार करचो पडटलो. गोंया राज्यान ते गांवां पयलीं भायर काडपाक लँड एक्वायर करची पडटा. ते लँड एक्वायर करून मागीर तांकां रिहॅबिलिटेट करचें पडटा. खंय आहा लँड गोंयान विलेजीस रिहॅबिलिटेट करपाक. तेन्ना जनरल जॅकॉबान एक दीस रातचे उठलो आनी रंगयले ते, आनी रंगयले आमकां बी रंगयले. आमी गेले त्या रंगान. 4 इलेक्शनाचें मतदान जालें म्हणून साल्वार, नाल्यार कितें 4 जून 99 हे दीस रातचे आमकां सांजचे आमकां कळ्ळें की नोटिफिकेशन आयलें म्हणून भायर. पब्लीक ऑब्जेक्शन सजेशन म्हणटा ते कांयच घेवंक ना. पूण त्याच बरोबर हावजान हांव NGOक सांगूंक सोदता की 2 रिपोर्ट आहा. आय एम फुल्ली विथ द सेंटिमेंट ऑफ द NGO ऑल्सो, बट सेम टायम people of the state of Goa and people of our constituencies, of poor people who live off this particular area, we need to protect their interest also. And Speaker sir, I'll only take 1 minute on this issue, is that when we are talking about all this, many times it looks very simple, but the issue that is burning there down behind in the village, it becomes very difficult for people like us to control. And as a result of which, we all should be unanimous in the House. It's not only my constituency, but Kasturi Ranga report is only being talked about. Madhav Gadgilacho report कुशीक उडयलो. पूण त्याच बरोबर स्पीकर सर तो म्हणटालो की 600 मिटरा वयर तुमी एरिया जी येता ती तुमी वायल्ड लायफ सँच्युरी करात आनी तुमी जे हावजीस घरां बी आहा ती मागीर उरता कुशीक. पूण ह्यो सगळ्यो गोश्टी आमच्या लोकांक खबर आसूंक जाय की कांयच गडबडपाची गरज ना. कारण काय अशें सरकार लोकांचे हिता विरुद्ध काम करचें ना. लोकांच्या हितानूच हे सरकार काम करतले. मुख्यमंत्री आसा, आमी बी त्या परिसरान रावता. हांव मुख्यमंत्रीक सांगूंक सोदता ते इको सेन्सिटीव भिरोंडा आनी पिसुल्ले पर्यंत पावले. फाल्यां मायनींग जर चालू जावंक जाय, फाल्यां लोकांक जाय की मायनींग चालू जाल्ले. हे इको सेन्सिटीव झोन येवन लास्टाक मायनिंगाच्या एरियाक तेकल्यार तुमी मागीर कशें मायनींग त्या एरियान चालू करतले. लोक तसोच उरतलो. म्हणून ह्यो सगळ्या गोष्टी खंय ना खंय विचार करून ह्यो विशय टेक्निकली आनी एक बऱ्या रितीन ते प्रेझेंट करपाची गरज आसा स्पिकर सर. आनी त्याच बरोबर खबर आमचे अर्बन डेव्हलपमेंटाचेर जायते लोकांनी उलयल्ले आसा. आय ओनली वॉन्ट टू से वन थिंग इज टू श्री विजय सरदेसाय, श्री दिगंबर कामत and others who have mentioned, Shri Daji Sarkar also mentioned, is that we have put up a proposal about 7 years to the government, but it has gone to the government, it has to go under government scrutiny, that we have already put up the proposal for workers who are working over 7 years. And as far as there are several master plans, 4 master plans we have taken up at the moment. And also it is very important that every municipality has its master plan. Speaker sir, I would like to also mention that certain amendments also we are bringing, we'll bring it into the assembly. One is regarding the other day, which subject which you mentioned, regarding the transfer of that lease and renewal of the shops. The procedure of transfer and renewal of municipal shops is proposed so as to regularize all such transfers, renewals with renewable transfer and regional. And हे सगळे basic जे गरजेचे गोष्टी आशिल्ल्यो ते आमी already घेतल्या. Speaker sir, as far as the municipality is concerned, it's my humble submission in the floor of the house. This is the first time I'm holding. Mr. Kamath is a veteran in the firm, knows more about municipality than all of us. Vijay is there. All the people representing the municipalities with the concurrence of Honorable Chief Minister, I just want to make a mention, is that all the municipalities now under the 15th Finance Commission, there's a circular that is issued that you have to have audited balance sheets. You have to audit everything. There has to be some sort of an audit carried out even in the municipalities of all the projects that you undertake. You are building projects, but you are not earning revenue out of those projects. You are taking money from the government, but you are not, the municipalities are not doing anything. So the municipalities have to earn revenue out of these projects. Then for what have you taken this money? So somewhere the support of the legislators and controlling legislators, whoever you control these municipalities, that we need to find some sort of solution. So after this session, we can sit down once, have a total listing of the MLA is connected with the municipality, and we can call the bodies also and have a brainstorming so that there's an in-between path. It should not look like as though there's a dictation coming from top. There is no infringing on the rights of the municipality, but the municipality also has to follow the directions that has been given. As far as Sansoda is concerned, you have mentioned that Shri Babush Mansarat and waste management, whatever you all have decided, we will concur with that because you all want that it should be done through waste management. We have no issue as far as that is concerned. As far as town planning is concerned, we need to do more of planning. We need to do more of planning rather than doing anything else. Digambar Kamath was the chief minister when the regional plan was formed in the state of Goa. You know the rules and regulations. You actually started that whole thing. I think that paper has gone somewhere. What all points you wanted. So basically, I just want to mention, Bab Yuri Alema also has mentioned whatever points I have noted down, all your points, and I have given it to my people to address them. Whatever issues about the hospital and everything, we have taken on board. Be rest assured, any kind of illegal activity in your area, we will not allow. But second thing, we also have to be a little bit judicious when we do these things. Somebody mentioned to in Sangle 16B. 16B and 16B पळोवंक बी ना आतां पर्यंत. वाचूंक बी ना 16B कितें तें बी खबर ना आनी ते 16B कितें जालां तें बी म्हाका खबर ना. हांवें एकूच निर्णय घेतले की 16Bचे अंडर आमी केस घेवचे ना. तुजे जो पर्यंत सबज्युडिस मॅटर आसा ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर आसा आमी एकदांच आमची चर्चा जाली कितें करप काय म्हणून हांवें सांगलें आसूं तें आहा तशें सबज्युडिस केस आपण एक लक्षांत घ्या. म्हाका जे केसीस सगळे म्हणटा 7,500 न्हू 6,200 केसीस टोटली आयिल्ल्यो थंय. ना 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 नंबर दिला ते आतां आयला न्ही एसेंब्लीन आयला म्हणून सांगता. एक मिनिट हांव सांगता नाल्यार
स्टेटमेंट काडिल्लो
बरोबर
नंबर मेळ्ळा
ना ना 6,200 केसीस जातल्यो. 6,200 केसीस आहा. बेसिकली कितें आहा त्यो केसीस जे कितें आहा आमी आयल्या पळय चेंज ऑफ झोन एप्लिकेशन 16/2022 is 6,211. Okay, so basically number of applications board has taken under section 12 is 1431. Number of cases yet. I mean, virtually 1 minute. The total number of cases for which forwarded to the government under section 13(3) of TCP is around 230. No, ते speaker sir, आम्ही town planningaचे section 40 चे under.
Difference माचे सांग रे 32 आणि 6200 चे 6200 खंय आणि 32 खंय. And second, I am not going to do. You can't do. Your High Court has said there that you can't give final.
No,
so what you will do?
No, Speaker sir. बाब विजय सरदेसाय खबरा माझे मत कितें आहा 16B चे 16B चे हांवें सांगलां हांव हात लावचो ना एक केस घेवपाचो ना जोपर्यंत कोर्ट निर्णय घेना आनी जोपर्यंत कोर्ट निर्णय घेना तोपर्यंत आमकां विचार करचे पडटले की बाबा आमी कितें आनी खंयच्या दिशेन आमी वयतले पयलींचे स्पीकर सर झोनींग प्लॅन आशिल्ल्यो CM खबर I don't know if CM is aware but zoning plan आमी एक zoning plans आशिल्ल्यो गांवांत zoning plans जातल्यो and ह्यो zoning plans परत एकदा activate करपाची गरज आसा satellite township तुका
Speaker sir आता आमी whatever we do we'll have to do it under the act regional plan is the all encompassing act the plan regional plan आता 2021 आहा मुख्यमंत्र्याच्या 2031 करूया आता प्रोविजन ताका आसा पूण तें कितें आहा ती चड सगळें हें तें वचून कन्सल्टेटिव्ह प्रोसेस म्हणटा तकली दुखपाचो तें रानान वचपाक बी मेळचें ना मागीर
रानान गेल्यार ते विचार बरे येता तकलीन म्हणजे वेवस्थीत येता म्हणजे ग्रीनरी भरपूर दिसता ते म्हणून म्हणटा हांव ना हे आमकां वऱ्या सगळ्यांक पूण मेन म्हणजे स्पीकर सर की हे जे सबज्युडिस मॅटर 27-28 सारखे कोर्ट केस आहा हांव एसेंब्लीन हांगा स्टेटमेंट करून फाल्यां हेडलायन आयल्यार आनी बलते जातले आमकां वेवस्थीत सगळ्या स्टेक होल्डराक वेवस्थीत बरोबर घेवन आमकां योग्य तरेचे विचार करचे पडटले बेश्टे हांवें कितेंय स्टेटमेंट म्हणून इरिस्पॉन्सिबली हांव दिवंक शकना तुजे सेंटिमेंट्स कितें आहा ते समजून घेतले हांवें पूण त्याच बरोबर एवरी मेंबर वील अग्री दॅट इट इज ऑलरेडी देर ऑल ऑफ अस नो वॉट इज द थिंग एंड सेम टायम आमचे सगळे तिनी PDAचे चेअरमन्स जे आहात तांकां बरोबर घेवन आमी जे कितें केल्या जे कितें करपाक जाय स्पीकर सर RP 21 चो आर्किटेक्ट बाब दिगंबर कामत RP 21 तर ताका विशय विचारल्यार ते ही वील आन्सर यू स्ट्रेट अवे दॅट यू कॅनॉट मेक एनी चेंजीस एज फार एज RP 21 इज कन्सर्न इन टू एनी अदर झोन यू अग्री विथ मी सो बेसिकली No, I am not asking about the definition act. No, Mr. Kamath, I am just saying that I just said.
Any changes. The development, each and every development shall be in conformity with the regional
plan 21. So regional plan 21 ache conformity
because the Honorable Minister is talking of regional plan. What do you have to say about these ODPs being open every time there is a new chairman appointed?
Welcome. Speaker sir, today we have to understand one thing is that we have to work in a very judicious fashion. Whatever, there is no particular any single individual or double individual or triple individual. Here we have to see that illegalities are looked at seriously. As a result of which, our chairmans are there, Madam Jennifer Monsarat is there, Bab Daji Sarkar is there, there's a young chairman from Marmogana, Joshua. They will sit down independently and with full authority, they will decide what, along with the consultants and other things, and whatever had to be corrected has been corrected within the section 40 and within section 132. They कितें धाडूंक जाय ते जबाबदारी तेंची आसतली. कंसल्टंट हांवें तुमी सांगला सजेशन जे दिल्या त्यो सजेशन एंड कंसल्टंट they are there. I will take them into तुम्ही जे सांगता ते बरोबर आहा. But also we must remember आम्ही सदा म्हणटा फक्त किर्लोस्कर consultant आम्ही म्हणटा किर्लोस्कर consultant is not the only consultant that is there, but there are different, you will be shocked. There are some people came to give a presentation because young people who are there, who are on board, who are actually out of Columbia University and all who are here, they have to do, and forest department is there only. We have to work in tandem. You just mentioned that these open spaces which are there to be handed over to these local bodies as per this. So I will sit with the CTP and I will find out and give them strict instructions that wherever the local, whether it is the panchayat, whether it is the municipality, they have to work in independence, they have to work with full authority. All the chairmen will be responsible for whatever the ODPs and corrections and all have to be done. I will take them on board. We will work together. And I can assure you, Speaker Sir.
Speaker Sir, my demand is not there. My demand is that